Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samarprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So we'll start from Sloka 36. Okay. Mula Mantratmika Mula Kutatraya Kalebhara Kulamrutaika Rasika Kula Sanketa Palini Kulangana Kulatasta Kaulini Kulayogini Akula Samayantasta Samayachara Tatpara Muladharaika Nilaya Brahma Granti Vibedhini Manipuranta Vishnu Granti Vibhedini Agnya Chakrantaralastha Rudra Granti Vibhedini Sahasrara Bhujarudha Sudha Sara Bhivarshini Thatillata Samaruchishat Chakro Parisamstita Mahasakti Kundalini Visatantu Taniyasi. So, these verses I'll go into the meaning. Mula Mantratmika, Devi's whole body itself represents the Mula Mantra, Devi's Mula Mantra. So, in the previous verses, we have seen her face represents Srimad Bhagavakutaika Swarupa Mukha Pankaja. So, her face is the first kutam of her mantra. And from Kanta, the Kati Paryanta, from neck to her hip, it is Madhyakuta Swarupini and Shakti Kutaikatapanna Katyado Bahadarini. So her from hip to her legs, it is the Shakti Kutam. So we have seen all the three Kutams, though that's what we say here. See, her Rupam is Mula Mantratmika. So the Dhyana on Devi is the Mula Mantra. Actually, I will give you in the end of the session the Dhyanam. Okay. Mula Mantra. Mula Kudatraya Kalebra. So there are three Kutams, that is Vagbhava Kutam, Madhya Kutam, and Shakti Kutam. So all the three are her body. Kulamrutaika Rasika, Kula Sanketa Palini, Kulangana, Kulantasta, Kaulini, Kula Yogini. So here, see, as I told you about the Kundalini Chakras, there is a, below the Muladhara, there is a Akula Chakra, and above the Agnya, there is a Kula Chakra. So here the nectar is stored. Like, when the Kundalini rises up and goes up, the nectar starts flowing through your palate. See, when you see the upper palate, put your tongue at the upper palate and see, you will have a dent there. Okay. Can you try it? Okay. So actually you may be aware of the Khechari Mudra, like keeping your tongue at the upper palate and breathing, all those things we have, in the pranayama also. So when the Kundalini rises up, the Kula Amruta will drip into you. So this is the ultimate, the sadhana of Kundalini sadhana. Okay, so the Kundalini sadhana, how can it happen? Means it can happen through recitation of mantras, it can happen to the Sahasranamam, and it can happen through pranayama. So the yogic system. So all this, the ultimate thing is enjoying the Kula Amruta Rasikam, the Amruta Varshini, it's called as Amrutam. Kulam is known as Amrutam, and there will be a drip sipping of Amrutham from that. So Kula Amrutaika Rasika Kula Sankeda Kalini. So her worship is very, very secretive. See, though I say Vagbhava Kutam, Madhya Kutam, and Shakti Kutam, I am not revealing the mantra here. Why? Because it is to be done in a Sanketam. It has to be given in a hidden form. And once you take the Diksha alone, the mantras have to be revealed. Though we find all the mantras in the Google and whatever, but the mantra has a potency only when it is received from a proper guru. This is true. Unless and otherwise, you have come across a very, I mean, what you say, in the previous Janma was so purified. Okay. So, Kula Sanketa Kalini, Kulangana. So, she is always Gukhya. That is, she's hidden, Kulangana. Like, like a Kulastri, we can say, a woman who is very conservative. Kulangana, Kulantastha, Kaulini, Kula Yogini. So she dwells in the Kula Chakra. So Kulangana, Kulantastha, Kaulini. So she is the Kaulini. Kaulini is, that is the, in the Kula Chakra, we experience the energy of Shiva and Shakti. Okay, so Kaulini, you can even say she is in the Rupam of Devis. Kaulini. Kula Yogini. So she's attained by the yoga, and she can be experienced from the Amrita of the Kula Chakra. Is it clear to you? Kaulini, Kula Yogini. Parapara Rahasya Yogini, we can say. Akula. So Akula Chakram. Akula Chakram is below. She is also below. Akula. Samayantasta. Samayachara Tatpara. So she is Samayacharam. So it is Antar Puja. So she is attained by the inner puja also. Later on, we'll come across with the verse Antarmukha Samaradhya. Bahirmukha Sutarlabha. So she can be visualized, she can be worshipped internally. So Samayachara Tatpara. So she can be worshipped externally as well as she can be worshipped internally. Okay. Muladhara Kanivaya. So she resides in the Muladhara. Okay, and Muladhara, Swadhisthana. Actually, Muladhara, the color C, we have seen it as red, right? So when we go to the Dhyana Sloka also, we find Aruna Karuna Tarangita. So her color is red. Okay, so she is Aruna, her color is red, right? And when you come up, after Muladhara, what do you have? Swadhisthana. So actually, Lalitamba, she dwells in Akula Chakra. So you start from Akula, Samayantasta, then comes the Muladhara, then comes the Swadhisthana, and then there is a Granti. So I told you in the previous class itself what is a Granti, a knot, a block. Okay, so once that block has to be opened up and she has to pierce through the block and go out. So we say Brahma Granti. That Granti is called as the Brahma Granti Vibhedini. She goes up and she pierces the Brahma Granti and goes up. Manipuranta Udita. She rises up to the Manipuraka chakra, that is your Nabi chakra. And after that, there is a Granthi, which you call as the Vishnu Granthi Vibhedini. So she goes up and pierces the next Granthi and she goes. So the Vishnu Granthi is between the Manipuraka chakra and Anahata. And then she goes up to Vishuddha and reaches Agnya Chakra. That's what we say. Agnya Chakrantaralastha Rudra Granthi Vibhedini. And between this and this, that is your Sahasrara, 1,000 petal lotus. Okay. There are around 10 chakras here, minor chakras. 10. And there is a Granthi which is called as Brahma Granthi. Sorry, Rudra Granti Vibedini. Rudra Granti Vibedini. So that's the ultimate state, okay? And she pierces the Rudra Granti and Sahasrara Bhujaruda. She rises up to Sahasrara. And Sudha Sarabhi Varshini. She showers you with Amruta. Once she reaches the Sahasrara Chakra, Amruta will drip from the Kula Chakra. Is it clear to you? That's why we started before itself Kulamrutai Karasi. She enjoys the dripping of Amrita. Is it clear to you? Now you understand? So this is actually a spiritual experience one has to undergo, and our whole of Sanatana Dharma is based on this. All the construction of the temples, Devata. See, I said, I'll be giving you the dhyanam. I have to give you two types of Antarbukha dhyana. I will do it, okay? And so everything is based on that. See, for Muladhara, we worship Ganesha. Then for Swatisthana, we come to Bhala Tripura Sundari. Manipuraka is Chandi Sadhana. Anahada Shyamla Devi. And this is Dattatreya. And here, Varahi. Agnya Chakra, Varahi Devi. And again, Sahasrara Ardhanari. Shiva Shakti Yukta Yadi Bhavati Sakta Prabhavito. So, the whole principle is, see, once you have this, by repeatedly doing this sadhana, you will realize the divine in you. That is the Deva Karya Samipyata. You understand? Deva Karya Samipyata. Don't actually completely surrender to her. Once you put a one step ahead, she will hold your hands and she will take you. You don't have to have any of your, it's completely surrender. See, there is a saying in Tamil, Vinay Payane O Tekam Kandai. Because of your previous karmas only, we have taken this body. So we are living in this body. See, if you ask a question to yourself, why am I having this type of body? Why am I living in this place? Why I am having this type of life? See, each individual is different because we are responsible for what we are holding. See, we always often try to say that this person is done, that person is done because of that type of thing. Everything what others do also, you will attract your own karmas. So just leave it. So when you are in the right path, Devi will hold your hands and she'll take. Okay, so people come and ask me, Amma, you have to heal me. Sure, the healing will happen, but you have to give. See, simply like, sitting, I will not do anything, but I want to be healed. See, that will be temporary. But the permanent thing can happen physically, mentally, as well as on your soul. It can happen only through the spiritual side. So the everything else is going to be a temporary one. Okay, so we'll come there. So how does this happen? Tatillata samaruchi shatchakropari samstita. Like what is called as a lightning. Tatillata samaruchi shatchakra upari samstita. So just like the lightning. So when you're doing the sadhana, you will know it. Like how she just climbs up like a Tatillata, like what you say, lightning from Kula Chakra to, Akula Chakra to Kula Chakra through your Muladhara and tracing the Granthi. It will happen. You can experience it when you're doing the sadhana. Okay. Tatillata Samaruchi, just like a lightning, she rises up through the um, spinal cord and she is the Mahashakti Kundalini. So she is Mahashakti, the Kundalini Shakti. Okay. Visadhantu Taniyasi. So how it is, say they're giving a very beautiful example here. Like, if you break the stem of a lotus, a fresh lotus stem, there will be a fine fluid coming out of it. Okay, like that, it's going to rise. So it is what you call as it is not a physical thing that's going to happen, but it's sukshma thing that's going to happen. So it is very subtle. So it's very subtle. So it says bisa thantu thaniyasi. It's like a small fluid thread rising. Okay. And now we say Bhavani. So she is Bhavani. Bhava is Shiva. Okay. So Bhavani. And Bhava is the ocean of earth. That is Samsara Sagara. We call it as Samsara Sagara. So Bhavani, the one who helps us to cross the samsara. Bhavana Gamya. So the one who can be attained by Bhavana. So do the Bhavana. Feel her rising. First step is Bhavana. You visualize, you imagine that it is happening. See yourself as baby, and then she will be in you. Bhavani, Bhavana Gamya, Bhavaranya Kutarika. This cycle of birth and death, that is the samsara. So it is very, very, actually, that is the greatest disease for mankind. The birth and death, both are painful. Okay, so Kutarika, she is like a what do you call as an axe which cuts off the birth and death cycle. That's what is called as Mrityunjaya. So Bhagavad says, like once I am born into your womb, I will never again be born into the womb of another woman. See, think how many people would have been our mothers, all these Janmas. Who knows? Some of you might have been my mother. You would have been my children, or any other person would have. So many mothers would have been there for us in so many Janmas, and we would have been mothers for so many things. Maybe 400, 500 Janmas we have crossed. Okay. And again, if you're going to be born, that is actually what is considered to be the greatest disease is being born. So that's why Bhagavad Padal says, if once I am born into your womb, I will never again come back in the womb of another woman. I will not be born to another mother because you have become my mother. That's why we go back Sri Mata. Sri Mata. So here, when we are reciting her namas, we are born to her. Understand? So the nama, Sri Mata. That's why we greet each other how? Sri Matre Namaha. Sri Matre. I see the Lalitamba in you, and you are my mother. Okay, Sri Matre Namaha. So Bhavaranya Kutarika, Bhadra Priya. So she loves her bhaktas. She loves her devotees. Bhadramurti. Bhadram means actually total auspiciousness or mangala. Bhadrapriya, Bhadramurti, Bhakta Saubhagyadayini. Hold on to this verse. Bhakta Saubhagyadayini. Bhakta Saubhagyadayini. So she gives everything to her bhaktas. Bhakta Saubhagya Dhayini. So Saubhagyam. So she gives you wealth. She gives you fame. She gives you glory. She gives you courage. She gives you jnana. She gives you health. And she gives you everything. Okay. So that's up to 41. Next, we are going to few verses afterwards. Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, Shambhavi, Sharadharadhya, Sharvani, Sharmadayini. So, as I said, one more thing, you always remind yourself when you're reciting this E, make sure that you extend and say it as Dhayini in the long form. Why? Because it has the Bijakshara Eem. Eem. Okay. So Eem is known as the Kama Kala Bijam. There are so many secrets hidden in it, but to know that it is Eem. That's why all the powerful Bijaksharas of Devi are, as you know, clean. Have you heard that? Shreem, Hreem, and Hrinkara. Hrinkara. What is that which makes Hrinkara? Honeybee. So you may recall the famous statement of Albert Einstein. As long as the bees are there, the world will exist because cross-pollination, everything. It's there in our scriptures, even ages before Albert Einstein. You understand? So as long as bees, Hrinkara, and you may recall the hummingbee, pranema. You know that, isn't it? So what is that? Hummingbee pranema. When you're doing the hummingbee bee pranema, not getting it, now the name.
Brahmari, Brahmari.
Brahmari. The name itself is Brahmari. So Brahmari, when you remember to keep your Khechari Mudra. Because most of the time they don't teach you to keep the Khechari Mudra. So, like when you're doing the Brahmari, you'll close it and then you'll inhale through your nostril, right? So before you inhale it, remember you keep your tongue up. That is the tip of the tongue at the dent at your palate. Then inhale. Very powerful. And mentally, you repeat either O or Hreem. Actually, Hreem is known as the Shakta Pranavam. I'm revealing a lot of things in this class. Okay, Hreem is known as Shakta Pranavam. It's also the Pranava mantra for Shaktam. Shaktam is Shakti Pranavam. Okay, so you can say, when you're saying that Hreem, try doing it. Tomorrow, when you're doing your pranayama, just 3 cycles, try doing it. Lot of changes will happen. And try to keep your Khechari Mudra. With a Khechari. Do it with a Khechari Mudra. Okay, so see, there is called as a Sri Suktam. So the Sri Suktam, it is very powerful. People think when you recite Sri Suktam, you'll get a lot of wealth. The mad world. Okay, so why is it very powerful? Because it has so many eem. Hiranyavarnam harinim suvarnarajatasrajam chandram hiranmayi lakshmi jatavedo mahavaha. You understand? So many eem are there. Similarly, all through Lalita Sahasranamam, make sure that you say the eem. Hope you understand. Okay. So, Shambhavi, Sharadharadhya, Sarvani, Sharmadayini, Shankari, Srikari. How beautiful. Srikari, Sadvi, Sharat Chandra, Nibhanana, Shambhavi. So Shambhu Yogini, or the wife of Patni, Shambhu Patni, Shambhavi. She is also one with a Shambhavi Mudra. Okay, so Shambhavi Mudra is a meditative mudra. And Shambhavi Sharada Radhya. Sharada is Saraswati. So many people come and ask me, is there any mantra for studies? Worship Saraswati. Use the mantras of Saraswati. Shambhavi Sharada Radhya. So she is worshipped by Sharada. Okay. Sarvani. Sarmadayini. Shankari, Sarada Radhyala, we can even say all the Vagdevis worship her. Vagdevis worship her. Sarvani, Sharmadhayini, again we characterize her with the as the Patni of Shiva, Sarvani. And because she is the mother of everything, she is the mother of living and non-living. So from her Shakti, everything emanated. So everything, all the manifest universe, she is the mother, and therefore we call her as Sharvani, Sharmadayini. So the one who gives comfort, Sharmadayini. See, when you're feeling distressed, when you're feeling, you feel sometimes it happens because as long as we are in this body, how much ever faith we have, at times you feel so helpless, right? So that time, use this Sharmadayini. Sharmadayini. So when you're using any particular nama, you can simply add Om, I, Hreem, Shreem, Sharmadhayinyai Namaha. That's all. So any nama for that purpose, he will give you that nama. So Sharmadhayini, giving me, please give me comfort. I lack comfort. I want your comfort, Amma. Okay. So when you're suffering, you use this nama. When you're using that nama, we'll be doing it as a puja later on, maybe in a couple of weeks, if possible. I don't know. Next week is Purnima. So, Om, I, Hreem, Shri, Sharmadayinye, Namah. Okay. Shankari, Sri Kari, again, Shankara. Shankara, Shankari, wife of Shiva. Shankari, again, Shankari is also meaning giving sukha. Shankari, Sri Kari, Sri is wealth. Sri Kari, Sadvi. So she's Sadvi. Okay. Parvati is Sadvi, Kameshwara's wife. Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. Her face is beautiful like the full moon on a Sharat Kala. Sharat Kala is rainy days. Okay, Sharat Chandra Nibhanana. So that's why all the Purnimas in the Sharat, that is, say last month, Sharat was Anabhishekam. This month also it is Purnima. Next week we are having. So her face is full moon because the Sharat Kala moon is the biggest moon one can have. Okay. And Sharat Chandra Nibhanana, Shadodhari, Shadodhari. So it is Shada Udhari. Udharam is her abdomen. So her hip and abdomen are so slender. Shadodhari. Shantimati. Shantimati. So she's the ultimate of peace, Shanti. Niradhara, Niranjana. She doesn't need any adhara. She is the ultimate. So you call her as without any adhara, Niradhara, Niranjana. She is spotless, blameless, and nirmala. Okay. Nirlepa, next nama comes. All her namas are giving the characteristics of Devi. Nirmala, Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, she never dies. Nirlepa, she doesn't have any, what you call, there is nothing, she is nirvana. Okay, so she is transparent. There's no makeup on her. Okay, so there is Nirlepa, Nirmala, no dirt in her. Nitya, she is the Nitya Vastu. There is no creation or destruction for her. Nirakara, so she has no form. Nirakula. Okay, so she has no what you call as commotions in a mind. Nirakula, Nira Akula. So you can use this nama also, Nirakula. So the mind is, it should be like a clear stream. So this verse 44, Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula. Nirguna. So there is no gunas in her. So you know three types of gunas, rajas, tamasic, and sattva. She's without all this. So later on we'll say she is also rajas, she's also tamas, she's also sattva. Okay. Nitya mukta. Sorry, I left. Nirguna, nishkala. Nishkala. So there is no partition in her. No, there is no divisions in her. Nishkala. Shanta. So again, Shanti. Nishkama, she has no desire. Nirupaplava, Nishkama, Nirupaplava. So when you say she is no destruction, so we said she has no adhara, niradhara, nirpaplava. She has no. Yes, Sama. Did I leave any nama? Okay. Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula. Kindly mute.
Amma, your voice is gone. You're not.
Madam, we are not able to hear you, madam.
Yeah.
Because someone was unmuted and it was disrupting. I muted everyone. Maybe it muted me also. Okay. Okay. Where I'll can repeat it. So she is Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya. She's ever permanent. So no creation, no destruction. That is why we say she is Niru Paplava, who cannot be destroyed. Okay, Nitya Mukta. Nitya Mukta. She is always the Swarupa of Mukti. What is Mukti? See, when you realize that you are not this Maya, everything that is manifested is Maya. Everything is Maya. And when you realize that you are not this Maya, then it is Mukti. That is Mukti. Okay, so everything is Maya. So the whole world is Maya. This life is Maya. This body is Maya. So this was called as Mukti, Nirmukta, Nirvikara. There is no vikaram, that is change in her. She is always the same. Nishprapancha, she is not in the form of prapanjam. She is also the prapanjam. Okay, so Nishprapancha, Nirashraya. Okay, Nira Ashraya. So there she again you say she doesn't need anything to manifest. Nirashraya.
Ma'am, what is prapancha?
Prapancha is the universe. The universe.
So what does nish prapancha means? Not.
See, she is the manifestation of the universe. Okay. At the same time, she's beyond all those things. She's beyond you. You see the Prapancha is she, but she is beyond all that. You cannot confine her to only to the Prapancha, because the Prapancha is subjected to change. Anything that subjects to change cannot be Nitya. So she is Nitya, and therefore she is not Prapancha. But what is Prapancha? Her manifestations. You understand? So Prapancha is Maya. Prapancha, all the manifest universe is Maya. Whole manifestation is Maya. She is Maya. And she's not bound by that Maya. She's not bound by that. Okay? It's all a great concept. Slowly we'll get imbibed onto it. So that's why we take the Vidya. That's why we take the Vidya. Because you just can't get it in one day. It has to happen, like the transformation. It's a transformation that has to happen in every. So we are in the first stage of the transformation. We have taken the step towards her. So let's go ahead with the thing. Slowly she will show to us that everything is Maya and I only is permanent, the Nitya Vastu. Okay, ma? So Nishprapanja, Nirashraya. Okay, so everything goes and merges in her. Okay, but she has no adharam, nirashraya. Nitya Shuddha, always Shuddhama. Nitya Buddha, always the ultimate wisdom. Nitya Buddha. Niravadhya, she's spotless again. Nirantara, she's always permanent. Nishkarana. So there is no reason for her to do this, but she does. Nishkarana. Nishkalanka. There's no spotless, again spotless, no spot on her. Nishkalanka. Nirupatir Nirishwara. Nirupatir. So upadhi. So upadhi is all the what you call as unwanted emotions. Upada. Unwanted. Ajnana. Nir upadhi. So it's no anyanam in her. Because all the unwanted emotions like kama, krodha, lopa, moha, matam, machari, we say, unwanted desires, unwanted vengeance, unwanted anger. Okay, so all these are there. So it is there. It is called as upadhi, and therefore she has no such upadhi. And nirishvara. See, we started with Bhavani, Bhavana Gamya, personifying her as the Patni of Shiva, and we are ending as Nir Ishvara. Okay, so she doesn't need the support of Shiva to work. She is without Ishvara, she can rule. There is no greater Ishvara than Lalita herself. Okay, Nirishvara. Nir Aghara, Nir Akara, Niragha, Raga Mathani, Nirmadha, Madhanashini. So, Raham, Dvesham. So, as I said, the unwanted desires. Okay, or you will call it as the possessiveness. Possessiveness. So she has no possessiveness, she removes the possessiveness. Raga Matani. So, see, we have possessiveness on so many things in life. You're too possessive about your life partner. We are possessive about your children. We are possessive about our grandchildren. We are possessive about our house. We are possessive about our jewelry. We are possessive about our dress and so many our property, so many other things. The possessiveness. See, she is the master of the whole universe and she has no possessiveness. And she will remove the possessiveness in you. Okay, that's what Niraga Raga Mathani Nirmadha. So Madham. So Madham is nothing but what you call as garva. Okay, the pride. Can't say pride. It is what you call as the ego, the unwanted ego. Okay, Madha. I am that. I am this. That way. Madanashini. So she destroys that ego. See, when you go into the fold of Divine Mother, you will start loving everything. So you will not say that I'm great. I am great, of course. All of us are great because we are Brahmaswarup. But often we say I alone is great. That's unwanted. See, the whole world is going to exist even without us. Even without us, it's going to exist. Nothing is going to stop. But often we think we are holding the cup. Because of me, everything is happening. That is it. So we say nirmadha, madhanasi. So she destroys the madam. Nischinta, nischinta. She doesn't think anything. So there is no worries in her. See, only when you think, you'll have the worry. Think of the future, you'll have a worry. Okay. Think of the past, you'll have vengeance. Think of the future, you'll have fear. Isn't it? That's what we do, right? We either live in the past or live in the future. We miss to live in the present. So that's why it says nischinta, nira ahankara. That's what we call as nirahankara. So it is ego again. That is the very strong ego, nirahankara. Ahankara, nirmoha. So she has no moham also. So moha is for maya. Okay, moha, nirmoha. Mohanashini, she removes the moha. See the each one, she is without that and she will remove that in you. Nirmama. Again, it is an ego, like, thinking that I am great, I'm this body. How many of us know that we are not this body? We are not this body, right? Are we this body? Definitely not. How many bodies we would have taken in so many births? I'll just tell you one thing. When we were 5-year-old, you had a body? Maybe let me take my name itself. The 5-year-old body was Geeta. 30-year-old, I had another body. That was also Geeta. Now I'm 61-year-old. Still I'm Geeta. Who is Geeta then? 5-year-old? 30-year-old? Or 61-year-old? So Geeta is not that body. And after that, what will they say? The body of Geeta is there. Mortal remains of Geeta. What do you mean by that thing? Geeta is not that body. You understand? We think we are permanent. Think you had your baby in your hand. You loved that boy or girl, whoever it was. Now, imagine if you can have the same boy or girl in your hand right now, after so many years, maybe 10 years or 15 years. Where are they? Think this is Maya. Very simple way of explaining Maya is this. See, when a baby is born, we cuddle it and say, it's sweet and all, everything. And we enjoy celebrating every birthday, it's growing. And suddenly we realize the boy is 10-year-old. I want to cuddle my 1-month-old baby. So every moment death is happening in everyone. That's the reality of death. I want to see myself when I was 25-year-old. Can I? I can't. That's why I try to put head something and I make up thinking that I can do this. That's gone, lost forever. You understand? But we are not, without realizing, we are driven by the Maya. This is the Maya of the world. Okay? So every moment, every one of us are dying. The person you saw few days ago is not the same person you're seeing right now, because after 10 years you come and see me, I'll be even, God knows. So don't worry about death. Whether you like it or not, it's going to come. It's happening. It's not that it's going to come on some other day. The Maya tells us that we are alive. But the soul has no death. The soul has no death. Understand? The body has death. Why I'm repeating this is because normally I will tell this because that thought will start working in you and it will liberate. So every moment you're enjoying in this life is Maya. It's going to change. The food you eat, it's going to be changed. The persons who are happy with you, it's going to be changed. You understand? Do you get it into you? That's never worry about it. This moment, Ambal has blessed me. So whatever I have, I will enjoy, and also I will praise her Nama, because that is the supreme reality that I will go and merge with her. That's the supreme. So it's see, you say 1 day of Brahma is 1,000 years. Where are we there? So don't worry about anything. Okay? Just leave it to her. So because the worries are the ones which will drain your energy, and that's why we say she has no nischinta. Nira ahankara, nischinta. Don't think about anything, just leave it. Nirmoha mohanashini, nirmama mamata hantri, remover of mamata. Mamata is again ego. Nishpapa, there's no papa in her, and she is papa nasini. So the one who resides in Nama, their papas will be removed, or rather, she will cleanse them. Okay, Nishkroda. So we are coming one after the other, all the Kama, Krodha, Loka, Moha, Matham, Acharyam. So all the Kama, Krodham. Now Nishkrodha, vengeance. Krodha Shamani, she removes the Krodha. Nirlopha. So that is miserliness. Kama, Krodha, Lopa. Lopa means stinginess. Lopanashini. See, when will you be stingy? When you think that there is no one for you or no resource for you, you'll become stingy. There's no need for you. When you think that you are permanently going to be sitting here, you'll be stingy. So she is nirlopa, lopa nashini. She'll remove the lopam in you. Nisamshaya, samshayagni. So there is no doubt in her, and she removes the doubt in you. People will ask you, will it happen? It will happen, but you need to have the Shraddha. Nirbhava, coming to the point. Nirbhava, there is no birth for her, and Bhavana Shini. So she will not make you born again on this earth. Bhavana Shini. Nirvikalpa. So Vikalpa is varied thinking. Varied thinking. Nirvikalpa nirabhadha. So you cannot affect her. Nirbhedha. There's no bheda in her. There is no difference in her. Differentiation is not there. Bhedanashini. So she removes the difference. See, that is the ultimate aim of our religion. I don't know where we missed it. Like, There's no discrimination. Difference, the proper word would be discrimination. So we are not supposed to discriminate anyone. Being with Devi, we are not supposed to discriminate anyone. You are bad, you're good, you did that, you did this to me. Everything comes under all this, Krodha, Kama, Krodha, Loba, Moha, Mada, Machari. So everything comes there. Okay, so there's no Bedam. See, you will become so loving and kind. Vedanashini. Nirnasha. There is no nasam. That is, what you say, destruction. Nasha, Mrityumathani. So, win over death. Mrityumathani. Mrityumathani. Okay. Mrityumathani, she helps you to overcome death. Okay. 1 second. I'll give you a mantra here and we'll close today's session. Yeah. 1 second, because I have a sudden intuition to give you that mantra and therefore I'll give it to you. 1 second, I'll take the mantra. Very powerful mantra. Last session when we did the healing, I gave you a part of that mantra and I'll help you to do it now. I'll stop the recording.